today, the Lakers answered the call of Anthony Davis. We talked about Anthony Davis just maybe 24 hours ago, how he kind of requested that the Lakers go out and find a big man. He wants to play alongside a true center so he can get back to his true position. And today, it seems like the Lakers, and I've been saying if the Lakers make any moves before the trade deadline, any quick moves, they just really chasing it and they going off of the fans being upset. I really was a little bit surprised to see earlier today that don't want to mispronounce his name. I want to say Koloko. He was signed to a deal for the Lakers today. Now he has a 7'5" wingspan. Defensively, we're gonna talk about him. He definitely has potential to do his thing. Offensively, the little bit of sample size that we done seen from this boy, it's been terrible. He still needs to be cleared by the NBA. To me, in my eyes, he's like at least a half a year, maybe a whole year removed from real high intensity NBA play. I know a lot of fans are excited that the Lakers signed a quote unquote big man, but you know, there's not really a lot to go off of, other than just potential. And then I'm wondering, with the potential that you have in him, why is it not Jackson Hayes? What is it about Jackson Hayes that the Lakers really wouldn't buy in to play this role? We're going to talk about that in a minute. But, I did see some footage of Christian over the summer playing 5-on-5 scrimmages, which is a little better than nothing, taking into consideration that guys like Vando haven't even, I don't believe, done that. So, it's just a little bit interesting that the Lakers went on ahead and signed dude. He like I said, he has a little bit of impact on the defensive end. I'm not gonna lie, 7'5" wingspan for Christian Koloko. His rookie season, he had 6 blocks versus the Chicago Bulls. He had 4 blocks in a game versus the LA Lakers. He ranks now second on the Lakers as far as wingspan go, with a 7'5" wingspan. Anthony Davis has 7'6". So just on 2K or maybe on paper, it looked like something beneficial for the Lakers. I know this is the position that we was asking for, but I'm not jumping for joy. No disrespect to Christian, but I'm not jumping for joy for this move like I see some people in Lakers land doing all day to day. And again, I think it's just fans being happy that the Lakers have made a move because we were so stagnant in the offseason during the summer. And I've been trying to let y'all know, bro, even though I'm not really happy with what uh what's his name? Draw Palinka has not done over the summer. There's really nothing to be done right now unless you're chasing it. And now what I want to talk about, because the Lakers already had a 15-man roster. So basically, if you're bringing in Christian Koloko for a spot, somebody's going to have to go. So Lakerland, who on the Lakers roster will be going to bring this kid in the rotation of the 15? You have right now, we have the 15 we have is Jackson Hayes, Christian Wood, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, Maxwell Lewis, Cam Reddish, LeBron James, of course, Dalton Connect, Max Christie, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Jalen Hood-Schifino, Bronny James, and last but not least, D'Angelo Russell. Which one of those guys would you feel comfortable with just letting go to allow this young man to come in and play the position of the center? Gabe Vincent is Gabe Vincent, Jalen Hood-Schifino, in my eyes, are the least liked in Lakers land. I could see a lot of fans probably, requesting or saying maybe those guys, but I honestly feel like there could be a better situation for the Lakers if they were to get rid of Gabe Vincent. Because, check this out. The Valanciunas deal. He makes $9.9 million this year. He's gonna make about $10 million this year. Gabe Vincent alone, his contract is at $11 million. So kind of realistically, in a way, you could swap out Gabe Vincent for Jonas Valanciunas. I know the Wizards are not going to go for that, but that would be a move that could be made. Or by midseason, you could pretty much aggregate all of the veteran minimums together and add on maybe Jaden Hood-Schifino, maybe Maxwell Lewis. I mean, maybe Maxwell to make it work. But you would have Jalen Hood-Schifino, you would have Christian Wood, Cam Reddish, and Maxwell. That would all equal up to about that 9.9 that you would need to bring in Valanciunas. So if the Lakers are really pressed and hard sold on bringing in a big man to help Anthony Davis, I get that they didn't disrespect him and decided to go with this move. But I don't know how productive this kid is going to be, and we're going to need it sooner than later. When you really have a guy like Valanciunas, who I'm not looking to be an all-star, but he definitely would, I believe, he's more ready now and a better player. He might not have better upside than Christian, but there's a couple of different options. I just feel like the Lakers could go as far as getting a big man. Maybe not right now, but eventually before the trade deadline. Um, they still could possibly go with this in that direction. I'm not totally upset. I'm a little bit surprised on how, like I said, excited people are. But this is an interesting move. They needed some type of rim protection. They needed some help. Anthony Davis needed some help. We talked about AD speaking out on the roster, making that demand. And I was asking if the Lakers was not going to appease to his request, would he wind up asking for maybe a trade once LeBron had parted ways? So, it's kind of interesting to see that the Lakers took a step in the direction and went and hurried up and try to go ahead and get this one um, out the way. So it was a pretty decent move. I'm not mad at all at the Lakers for, you know, being active. You just want to play smarter. You don't really want to try to just appease the fans. The Lakers lands fans are so special, you know. So we just gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see. But if we're looking this from an objective standpoint, we got a nice little defensive potential package with AD and Christian at the end of the day. Um, Koloko defensively, it could be a block party in crypto. So I would be excited for that. And the Lakers try to always identify themselves off of defensive well. So for that reason and that reason alone, I think it probably will be a decent look. Um, but like I talked about before, if you're going to keep this young boy, who you going to get rid of? I just don't understand why we don't. What is it about Jackson Hayes that he's doing wrong? I just feel like as a fan, I don't want to say we being lied to in the Lakers organization. Of course, they don't owe us anything to have to tell us everything, but I just feel like, man, what you are getting right now, why does Jackson Hayes not fit that bill? We've seen spurts of him last year play pretty well. I just think he needs opportunities. I'm hoping JJ Redick, give, guys like Christian an opportunity to earn some real minutes. I think by default is going to have an opportunity because Vando's not around. Christian Wood is not around. Um, but I hope that he gives him an opportunity to earn minutes to keep. If you're going to bring this young boy in, allow him to really have a chance to keep a spot. Don't do him like Darvin Ham did the young players for the Lakers. That's one of the reasons why we in this situation that we in now when we talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. So that would be my only request for JJ Redick. Give him a real opportunity, not just to play now because we short staff. Give him an opportunity to really, have an impact on this team. Don't really impede his development and growth because of primarily LeBron James and Anthony Davis wanting to win now. But offensively, he's a liability. I can tell y'all now, Lakers land, if y'all don't know too much about Christian Koloko, in my opinion, he's just an offensive liability. He's awful at the rim. He's awful from threes, awful from the second level. He's winning offensive rebound battles at a low rate. Not a big sample size, but his presence will be defensively. And he needs to put in a little bit more weight, in my opinion. He's not, have a big frame, but it could work possibly. He won't have no impact versus guys like Nikola Jokic and stuff. So, but neither does Anthony Davis. So that's just another hurdle that the Lakers would have to climb. Before I get up out of here, man, I want to take a look. Let's show some respect and love to my man, Goat James. Kick back for a little bit, Lakers land. Take a couple minutes to watch some LeBron James highlights. Y'all ready for that? For all the latest news and debates on the Los Angeles Lakers, be sure to subscribe here to the Lakers Land platform.